fuck are those? There's a whole crew of these birds that showed up to come fuck with me. You're not welcome here, you diseased animals. Go away! The fuck are you? You're not chickens. You do not belong. Go away, please. Get one of my roosters over here to fuck you up. Hungry. That's the first time I've ever been invaded by pea pheasants. There's how many of them? Count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, about 12 of them. Dang, they're psychotic. They're going to terrorize my neighbor's dogs. Anyhow, that was fun. I heard something going on. I never heard a noise like that. There's a bunch of pea pheasant, whatever you call them. That was interesting. All my chickens. Oh shit, look over there. This is a bird haven now. I got 2 big ass sandhill cranes chilling too. I didn't notice those. Those are big. Those are 4-footers. I'd say 3.5 foot. They're over in that corner. They must know it's the holidays. Everyone was coming here. Huh. Ribeye of the sky, that's what they call them. Want to see how close we can get to them? I don't want to disturb them. They look like they're having a grand time. One of them has 1 leg, but that's not the one. Look at this air layer. You think we'll be able to ship that? I don't think so. Here comes Rex. We could have used you a minute ago when we got invaded by wild birds, but you weren't available for that, were you? I'm gonna run the water in here a little dry. It was a little dry. Things were drying out real bad, but it is very strong. I left the water on and let it run and everything looks back to normal. So I'm real pleased with that. I had 1 tree that looked like it was dying. Cow, Keegan. There's all this trash I still need to pull out of here. I am gonna get that. We're gonna get that, guys. You gotta believe in me. Rex, come! These air layers look awful big. Feels like there's definitely a root in there. I'm not even kidding. There's a hard ass root right there. I feel it. Unless that's something else. That thing's hard as hell. Big ass root in there bulging out. I felt that. These are such good air layers. Man, I seldom have seen an air layer that tight. Clark's good on the air layer. I think you know this tree. The pattern is real hard to see in the daytime. And this part looks to have gone all green, but that's the only part for, 2% of the whole plant. The whole thing has got a real solid pattern. All the way up here. I'm gonna let this grow, this green part, and see if it goes back to normal. Or I could cut that part off. Nothing new. All these fucking things. Shit. Tyler. Let's take a look. See over here. Some Garcinia fruit. The ants like it a lot. Look at that. That's how you know it's organic. Ooh. Look at them. They need fruit too. They got their little friend that they milk. It's the Discovery Channel. Here you'll see the queen ant suckling on the milkworm, or whatever the fuck it's called. This could actually use a bigger pot. I could put that in a 15 right now. See if I got the soil for such a job. Yeah, look at this pot right here. Take this, dump it over here. Ooh, look at this. Wow. That is really beautiful. Look at this. Ba, 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 ba. And then ba, 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 rapid fire. And then pa, pa, pa. Boom. Boom. Yes, that's the Triforce. Oh, come here. Good size fruit. That's just about how I like them. They're a little slightly green. They're nice and sour, and they're still real juicy like that. I'm real pleased with this tree. Look at that. Like a Jabba Caba, huh? Oh, man. Did I lose connection again? Oh well. Connection must be really bad in here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna leave here soon. Back again. Good. Sorry. Bad connection. Really bad connection, but I was really admiring this tree here. Yeah, I love the new growth. We got a lot of rain, and I guess it just flooded the ground, and it finally caught up with that tree. Now let's go ahead and repot this Garcinia here, and we'll talk about it. Got a Garcinia here, put it in here. Could probably go into a 25 gallon, but we'll just step it up slowly. It'd be better if I had a root pruning pot, but I don't have a root pruning pot on hand. So we're just gonna use what we have on hand. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna set this tree right here. Then we're gonna set the shovel here. Little pony shovel. You know, what would be smarter is just go ahead and put the shovel in the bucket. That way you don't drop any soil. Let's go ahead and fill this one up. A good level here. The soil is just peat moss, really, and a little bit of perlite, but you could use straight peat moss, I assume. I've done it before. The perlite just makes it look pretty. Okay? Now, that's all situated. Oh, get the big chunks out. Okay. Now we have the tree to repot. Let's see if I can set the phone where you can see this. Maybe this Jabuticaba would be a good phone holder. No, better luck with this tree over here. We're getting there. I got you. I got you, babe. There, put your little phone on mine. Together there ain't no tripod we should buy. This is always the good part here. See. Hand on the base of the tree. Put your hand like that. And then you try to flip it upside down without letting the roots fall apart. There you go. They look bigger now. So that there is Garcinia gardneriana. Oh, look at this. This is a lemon drop mangosteen, another one. Real nice tree. Just going crazy. Big fruit too, because we had a lot of rain. I'm gonna pick some of them. Yeah, that's the Garcinia gardneriana that I just up-potted. I grafted this tree, and that was what I just put in a bigger pot. It was a little one of these. So I have a backup. What's a good fruit? It makes a nice big fruit. Interesting flavor. Not the same as a lemon drop mangosteen. Tastes a little different. You're gonna find out one day. You're gonna find out one day. I tell you right now. Now over here we have some seedlings from a pitomba, where I got 3 of them here, and there's 2 of them, maybe 1 of them actually, that looks interesting. Like they all at first looked interesting, but now this is the one I've narrowed it down to that I'm interested in, where it looks like a Pitanga tuba, but it also looks like a pitomba. I guess it has to do, I don't know, it's hard to describe, but it's making me wonder. I wish we could get a hybrid between the two, because then that would be a big deal. But I don't think so. I have a high amount of doubt, an incredible amount of doubt, where I think it's just a Pitanga tuba. And I planted some Pitanga tubas with some pitombas, and they just look so much alike. If you ever do that, it's going to be hard to tell them apart. And that's what we're up against right here. But there's a pitomba right there. That's a pitomba, and it's going to be a normal pitomba, I'm sure. Just a regular old pitomba. But then you got this pitomba here too. They have a lot of variation in the leaf, but the bottom always, this one's got a lot of the copper color, like more coppery color there. But this one doesn't have the coppery color. This is the Pitanga tuba. Anyway, I'll be interested to see what the fruit looks like on that Pitanga tuba there. So that's a Pitanga tuba. These 2 are pitombas, and they must have just got mixed up. And it's just interesting to see the leaf variation. And I'm trying to remember if I've seen a Pitanga tuba with the new growth, and we'll find out. That's that blue guaquiea. It's a lot easier to grow than I thought. I was worried I'd kill it. Seems to be really strong, easy to grow, not a lot of leaf tip burn. I imagine it'll flower in another couple years. Fun tree, fun tree. Wish I had more of them. We'll just got to wait for it to fruit. Something broke a branch and I just... Tree, one tree. I guess I could take a look at this yellow jabuticaba really quick too. Oh yeah. I got miracle fruit and a Pitanga tuba that went in the ground. They must have just dropped. Now they grow there. Miracle fruit, and then the Pitanga tuba's gotten real big. Flowering. Cool. Yellow jabuticaba. It flowered. I don't see a lot of fruit set on it, but it was flowering. Oh yeah, there is something going on there. Yeah, that'd be a fruit set. That's what it is. That's what they call them. That's what they look like when they set. Yeah. Oh. Mm. Mm. Oh yeah. So if you were here earlier on the stream, you would have seen all the peafowl, the whatever they call them. A bunch of these things showed up, the guinea fowl or whatever. Someone had a flock of them. And then there's those to San Hill. So when you get off, all this stuff's gotta be sold and vamped up and all that kind of stuff. It's always a process here. There's that Thai dwarf mulberry over there. It's getting tall. I usually cut it back, but this year I didn't cut it back. I just got lazy. I usually make it try to fruit again and again and again, but this year I didn't cut it back, and now it's 15 feet tall maybe. It would have fruited a lot more had I cut it back. It's about to try to flower again. I see the buds everywhere. And there is still some persimmons on the tree. Guess I could go take a look at that. Although I don't feel like walking over there, I will. These are the persimmons, the Seijo, bare, no leaf. And then you have the Hachia, bare, no leaf. Two of them. But then now here's your Hudson, South Florida. And it's covered in leaves still. And it has fruit on it still. So that gives you an idea of the timing of the fruit is very, I guess it could be a late season type of deal. This one here is starting to get a little soft. So I'll take it. Nothing messed with it really. There's one. I thought there was another. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Not ready. Oh yeah. Here's another. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's a nice one. It's not ready either. Anyhow. Now I bet you I know a certain chicken that'd like to eat these weeds over here. So I'm gonna get a handful. These are fresh, good weed for chicken to eat. They like these ones here. Look, I got some chickens that don't get out. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Look at all the weeds they pulled out of my greenhouse. It's made a big ass mound. Plant an avocado on that one day, huh? That'd be the place to put a loquat after several years of breakdown. Hey, I know that chicken. There was people out here messing with you. Yeah. Yeah, boo, boo, boo. Nice new growth. Okay, nice new growth on these. There's Becky. She's the only one you can pick up. Watch. She's funny. She don't want to be picked up right now. The Rollinia needs to go in the greenhouse. Another day, another dollar. Now here's what I wanted to show you before we bring this all to a shocking conclusion. Oh, look, that chicken got in there. She's stuck. You going after my trash bin, huh? Come on out, buddy. You can get it. Oh, shit. Let's see. The Anomaly's on a timer where it's released its juice. They all popped up the same day. And today's that day. I don't know if I can get in here to show you this. Now, I imagine there's going to be a lot of fruit set because the conditions are very good. It's not too cold. It's not too hot. It's an unusual year. Usually by this time, it would have been freezing or something would have been wrong. Dang, they're tearing up my plants. This shit's just like out of the fucking... It just shows you how strong they are. Scumbag ass chicken motherfuckers. Yeah, good. Now you can see where the graft is, the peeling pattern changes. Look at how big the peels are on the Sabra and the color. And then you get there, look at how little the peeling is. It's real small. Tiny flakes, yo. More gnarled. All right, and then over here, try not to step on that snake. I know it's out here somewhere. We got this tree. How's that? I made sure to get some pictures of that. And this is a seedling Anomaly there. And it's just in full growth mode. And it started to flower. But they're not open yet. They're right down there somewhere. Yeah, freeze should come any day now. One of these days it's gonna freeze. I know it. Well, that was that. Probably should water it. It's really hot. It's just incredibly hot. See, you always got to check your young trees for suckers. There's suckers right there. See that? Take these off. Don't let them grow. There was fruit set on the other one and I broke it off. The Myrceria glomerata, which hasn't fruited yet for me. This one I don't know if I see any fruit on this one. But the other one by the house did have a fruit, and I broke it, which is fine. It's very hard to see the fruit when they do set, and they sit there small for a long time. They don't fill right up. Let's see the branch I broke with the fruit on it, if it's dried up by now. There was a branch over here. Oh, well. Oh, look over here. I don't see any fruit set. Yeah, maybe. Let's see if we can find one. That's how you break them off, is looking for them. I know that chicken. This one's in the pot. Little flowers trying to come. Had no fruit yet. No, I don't have any specific time. I will again, hopefully. But no, I should have it specifically timed. But I don't. And I've not been consistent. I haven't been consistent. But it's all right. At least I'm shipping and selling plants. That's my big thing. So it's really, the streams are just supplemental for fun. You all right, chicken? You seem like you're all right. Hey, you wanna come over to me? She's got real pretty dark feet to match my shirt. Yeah. All I need in this life is sin, is me and my hen friend. Down the ride. Under my wing here, buddy. Ah, she's got the sneezes. She usually does that though. She's been dealing with it. You want to go down? You want to stay under my wing, huh? Oh. She's a good girl. Here, you want to climb the ladder of success? She likes to sneeze. Not a lot, though. She's good. She's good. Got something on your fur here. What's that? Feel that? Can you get it? I'll pull a hair out. She knows what I'm talking about. Well, here's a nasty miracle fruit. Do you eat those? Yeah, she ate it. Now everything's gonna taste sweet today. There's a cocktail tree, the red jabuticaba, and the red flowering. But the trunciflora is not. See that? Isn't that cool? All right, I'm gonna put you down so a hawk doesn't attack you. All right. Thanks for watching. Probably do another stream before New Year's. Thank you. Appreciate you. Website's operational, but the eBay is down. I'm waiting for it for New Year's to get back on there. There's so many orders on the website that I don't like to get backed up with too much work at one time. Oh, I'm working on a new logo. Skateboards. We're gonna 2015. I never go anywhere. Wait a second. That's not true. 10 of them get given away. Actually, is the truth. Because I didn't keep 10, but I seriously ended up giving away several of them. Oh yeah. What I meant to say is that 10 don't get sold, but 15 not sold. Whatever. They're not sold. They're a promotional item, but some of them are given away without a purchase, is what I'm trying to say. Damn, I gotta clean up in here, don't I? Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Let me, I gotta get my, you gotta get ready. Let's see. Got a few left for the decks. Some are getting, this is a deck that I bought and I'm giving it to someone, and I put some stickers on there. Okay. And then this is one of the ones that are 775 that's gonna get given away today to my homeboy. Then that's what I'm riding now, is a 775. And then there are, I think, 2 or 3 left of these. The 8.5s. One of them has been spoken for, so there's 2 on the website of the 8.25. And then that's all. These are the ones that are going to get ridden, 775. We did it. Yeah, I'm going to list some more of those cherries soon. I'm going to list more of them soon after the new year. We'll list them on the website. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Any other questions before I go? I should take a second to answer some questions. This is a great year. I mean, it wasn't as profitable, like the sales. I sold the same amount, probably sold more trees than I did in 2020. But the cost in 2020 was higher. This year, the same trees didn't bring the same amount of money, but it was still really, really good. Yeah, I got that variegated one. I think that would be the one. The variegated one, but it's a little difficult to propagate right now. It's on the back burner. I got to at least make another one for myself. I've only got the one. But I'd like to put out the variegated. Unless someone just wants to come off like 20 grand. I guess 15,000. Nah, fuck that. Because you could turn that tree into 50 grand, but you'd have to span it out over 5 years maybe. And then you could get your 50 grand out of it. But I don't want to sell it for 10, 15, none of that. Yeah. It's really not worth that either. It's not worth, it ain't worth that much. They're all like numbers you come up with in your head that ain't even true, dog. It's based on what, if you could find another one, and then what you're willing to pay. Lakeland. I don't know. It's a little bit far away. I'd like to go. I'm running out of time. Running out of time. Before I go to a crowded place, or if I'm around someone that I just don't know, maybe they could be sick. This right here, this colloidal silver, I tell you what. You just put a little up your nose and a little down your throat every time you think about getting sick. And before too. That's the key. The key is before. You gotta, like, say you're going somewhere, like out to the bar for some drinks, just in your eyeballs and everything. Everything. Just rub it in. And then afterwards one time, then you'll be straight. That's what Fauci told me. In a dream I had. He was dressed in a white robe. He had a beard, dude. Sorry. Off the deep end with that. But literally, the silver, I just, it's good for my scalp. If I ever have irritation with my scalp, or like on wounds, especially, it'll turn it white. It'll turn a wound white. No, I didn't have a dream. I'm playing around. I was just playing with you, dog. I really don't have a lot of dreams. I don't notice a color change. Like the instructions said, it would turn white. Now I'm pissed, and I want my money back, because it ain't working. I'm just kidding around. I seen some article where you shouldn't let your dog lick your wounds, but Rex came up and licked my wound. He licked it for a while. You imagine something could happen? I could get like a dog saliva AIDS on my wound that'd turn into like a gangrene. I did read that some guy like let his dog lick his wound and like died the next week or something, or they had to amputate his leg. Sorry, you shouldn't have let your dog lick your wound. Oh. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So yesterday, I was skating, and this knee, this is as far as I can get to go. Hold on. Ooh, this is actually something happened where it may have improved something. Oh, that's as far as that one likes to go, like that. But now this one is got full range of motion. I can do all the way back. I can take my heel basically to my butt. This one, No, this is a old injury where my joint is been messed up. This is nothing new. But I did bang the knee. That's nothing. But what I was trying to say is I fell the other day, and this knee that doesn't want to go all the way went all the way. It went heel to butt. I closed it all the way. I fell down on it. I hit the knee, the top of the knee, and my body came down like this. You know, on it, like, you know, I landed on it to where it compressed it all the way shut. I landed on it like that. You know, went all the way. And it was so painful to have, you know, where I'm like, oh, don't move my knee all the way that way. And I was like, sorry, it's going all the way. And like right now, I can't get it to go any further than that far. To bend it, that's as far as it goes. And it went all the way. That shit hurt bad. Maybe I have to like relax or something. Like I can't. It's like stuck right there. That's as far as it'll go. And it hurts incredibly. But that's been that way for years. So I'm always trying to avoid falling on that knee. Yeah, you gotta have one good knee. Thank you, Lord, for this one left. And this one's starting to get a little bit. No, it's been that way. It's been that way. The knee has been this way for 20 years. I'm trying to say this is nothing new. It's nothing new. No, none of that shit you're telling me makes any sense. None of that. That's all. That'll work for you, but for me, it is what it is. That's how it goes. I got the bitter beer face here. Dang, that's some good beer. 80 degrees of rotation of your knee. You can get a full 80-degree rotation. Mine's about 90 degrees. Ooh. No, but I gotta get a clip. I'm gonna get this clip. Well, the only other thing I gotta show you is this. These are my favorite. Can you see that? Right about. It was worse the other day. Right about there. Seems to be a lump there almost. Oh yeah, they come back stronger. It felt lumped up the other day. I guess it's gone down a lot. There was a lump there at one point. That's good. That's good. I'm ready to do it again today. I'm ready again. I'm ready for it today. I got about an hour before I go out. I'm ready. I'm ready for you. Oh yeah. It don't stop when you turn 40, I'll tell you right now. You gotta keep moving or you're gonna fall apart. Yeah. Oh yeah. I guess this is my stretching routine right now. Oh God. Okay. PT. Yeah, that's a real deal lump there, but it's hard to show on the camera, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, I should just. The trick is just try stuff you're comfortable doing all the time. But if you want to push yourself, you might get hurt. And I just keep wanting to push yourself. But I'm not hurt anything new. It's all the same. It's all the same old stuff. Old injuries that just, you know, you got a bad knee and you fall on it, it's gonna hurt. But it's not like I blew it out. The shit's already blown out. A little too late for that. So it's just a little sore today, but I'm ready to skate. Like, I'm literally itching to go skate right now. I want to go really bad or whatever. And, like, I want to, like, land some kind of freaking trick, okay? So I know you probably don't want to, like, see it or whatever, but later on freaking, like, Instagram or on YouTube, I'm going to try to have some kind of, like, trick that I landed. And I don't even care. Oh. You know what I want to get tonight is the kickflip back tail, but I might settle for like a heel flip back 5. Yeah, I took 10 years off. What Tim Skins? Probably around 25 or lower. Ryan Wilson, I bet you 25 or lower. They took 25 here with some minor dieback, so I bet you 23, 21, 19. That's going to be your critical temp, I bet. I believe. I do believe. Inward heel, that's a hard one. I don't like that one. But you're right. Nollie inward heel, I was trying that, but I think tonight I can't jump off of my bad knee. Some nights I feel good where I can do switch stance and jump off of my right knee, but luckily most of my skating I jump off my good knee, which is, I'm goofy footed, so this is my back leg, and I can still do a bunch of normal tricks I used to do. If you ever look at skateboarding, see, there's a guy that I always think about. Anytime that I'm sitting here and I'm complaining about my legs hurting, there's a guy that I think about, and his name was John Comer, JOHNCOMER, John Comer, and these are some nice sized fruits there. It's kind of cool. He had one leg, and it was right here cut off like a nub, and from here down was prosthetic. So he had just a nub, nothing from here down, all prosthetic, and he would be winning contests, doing anything that he was doing all sorts of stuff. So if John can do that without any articulation of the ankle and no bone on bone, none of that, like he had a straight up nub, well, you got no excuse to. If you got a knee injury, you should still be able to, if he did it with one leg. John Comer. But he's I guess he's one of my favorite skaters now in my old age. I know, yeah. No, because then I wouldn't have my ankle. You need your ankle. There's certain shit I'm sure John wishes he could have done if he had his foot in his ankle. But he was able to do so much without. It just shows you if you have sheer will and determination, the condition of your body doesn't matter quite as much. You can do it with a flat tire. You can do it with one leg. Like George Washington, he had Jabbo Wood ankles. George Washington Appleseed. Jabbo Washington Appleseed. He had freaking teeth made of Jabbo wood. Shit, my phone's gonna be dead for the session. I'm not gonna be able to film these clips, dude. Y'all are cutting into my freaking skating. This is not cool. I'm just kidding around. If I had to choose one or the other, it'd be rare fruit. But skating gives you this sense of freedom and getting out there. And it's like going to the bowling alley. Like I like the kids at the park, like they're cool kids. Not just kid. I call them kids, but they're in their 20s and 30s. And then there are kids there too that are nice. They need a, they need someone that's a good role model in their life. So I'm gonna go out there. Yeah, some kind of communion that goes on. It's like a social thing. It's cool. The kids are all right. They all right. Yeah, it's like a cult. Like a cult. No, I don't think it's like a cult because people have all sorts of different belief systems and they all just like to skateboard. It's more just like a watering hole and people just go there to drink from it. But there's no cult. People all have to drink water. You know what I mean? Because people all there have different ideas and viewpoints. And just because I don't agree with their viewpoints doesn't mean I don't like to skateboard in their presence. As long as you respect someone, you know, stay out of their way, or you know, if they do something, give them some props. You know, it's nice because then you'll be dealing with a lot of people you normally wouldn't deal with. Right. Well, then, so maybe there's all these like-minded stuntmen type people that want to go out. Not everyone out there is out there trying to hurt themselves. There's a lot of people that are scared and they just roll around, but they're out there, and that doesn't mean I don't like them. There's different levels of it. There's a lot of people that are just out there chilling, not trying to get hurt. I don't see it as a cult. I don't feel like part of some kind of group at all. Yeah, I don't feel part of any group at all. Because there'll be people that show up on bikes and scooters, and they're all the same to me. It doesn't matter. They're just people trying to like run and jump off shit and have fun doing it, you know, like run around and just get wild and roll. What's up? What's going on? We're doing it. It's getting to be about that time. My phone's gonna die, and I felt like chit chatting because it's the holidays. It's 3:14. I got some things to take care of outside, but there should be some skateboarding at some point. I'd like to ride that board. I would. There's a couple more tricks I'd like to do before the end of the year. There you go. Happy holidays, brother. It was a good year. This was a good year. It was a very good year as far as productivity and crops go. It was a good year. I think 2022 should be pretty good too. I got to do a bunch of grafting this winter or I'm going to be out of time. This winter being so warm as it is, it's kind of confusing because I feel like it's going to be interesting. But I think I will make a big push pretty soon to do some grafting. You know, a batch of 20, another batch of 20, another batch of 20, and then maybe a batch of 50. But you do them in blocks. Don't just try to do them all at once. Do them in blocks, 10 at a time maybe, 20 at a time. You could do a 30, and then just keep doing it like that until you have about 200 or 300. You need about 200 plants grafted, and then you can make a living off. At least I can. I could make a decent living off of 200 grafted plants. But you graft 200, only 150 might take if you're lucky. So you really got to graft about 300, and then you get about maybe 120 of them to take if you have a bad year. If you get really lucky, 200 or more take. It's just hard to manage when you have that many cuttings and that many plants. There's always one or two that get messed up somehow. Well, more than one or two, it turns into 10s and 20s when you're dealing with that many. Yo, we got videos on how to graft. I did the videos, remember? I tried to teach you guys. No, I buy them. I buy my rootstocks if I can. I like to buy them. Saves me work. If you can get a good deal on rootstock, it doesn't make sense to grow them, in my opinion. I like to buy them. I like to buy. But I do have some planted out there. Just type in how to graft Plania and it should come up, the old video. And then I've done a bunch of Jabbericaba and different grafting videos. How to graft Plania. It used to be the first one that came up. I bet you there's some new guy now that does it. What happens if you Google search how to graft Plania? Ah, baby, you see that logo come right up. Oh yeah, it came up. I'm still the first one up, okay? I'm getting ready. A lot of orders came in. I do want to say thanks a lot. And everyone's been getting plants. Extras. Everyone got extra. If you bought something that I could give you an extra of, I did. I gave extras of the thing that you ordered. If I could. But if you ordered just like a Echo Sweet Cherry, I couldn't do that. No, I don't know why when you flip it around this way, it shows it backwards. I guess the image is flipped for some reason. Yeah, like, see what I mean? So, no, it's the right way. Oh, that's good, North Florida Bear. Oh, okay, thanks for the extras. All right, good, Bill. Yeah, I know your name. If I see someone's name repeatedly, then I'll give them extra. I've got there's orders that were placed as far back as the 26th, starting with Rachel. And then if your order was placed on the 26th, some of them did get shipped out that were placed on the 26th, but from the 26th till the 1st, nothing's going to ship until Monday. I'm not shipping again until Monday. And so there's pending orders right now of about 12 different orders that are pending, which is, I can do that in a day. So. If you can keep them from freezing, just go ahead and plant them now. You gotta plant them now. If you can keep them from freezing, you're gonna have to plant them now. And just keep them from freezing. Just put them inside your house in a lighted window with a dome over the top, or a bag, or in a big plastic bag if you don't have a greenhouse. They just need humidity and light and warmth. And if you don't have a greenhouse, you can make a greenhouse, a little tiny one for a seedling. It could stay in a freaking 2-liter bottle for a year. But then once you try to take it out, they suffer because they're not used to the real world, like the boy in the bubble. Remember that? Yeah, you could just graft Sabra right back onto Sabra, and it'll fruit faster. You have to get a big cutting. or just get lucky sometimes. It happens. That was real good. Staying to a couple years at least, 2 or 3 years. It's not advisable. Those are so good. I like the way they taste. Real lemony. That's good. Good flavor. I like them a lot for the sour. Cause I was touching my feet. I was touching my feet and shit, and my hands are dirty. And I figure it's like, if you don't eat the skin, you're not eating the outside. Really a matter of sanitation right now. But if my hands were any cleaner. Probably some kind of compounds in the skin when you eat it that would kill anything on the outside anyway. Nothing bites into them. Like, even like raccoons and rats don't even want to chew into the skin. Incredible flavor. And the skins are bitter, but I like the way it tastes. You can make a really good tea. You can make a really good tea out of the skins, I bet. I think I tried that one time and it was pretty good. It was like lightly astringent, citrusy. That was so good. Wow. That was so good. That'll leave your mouth feeling clean too. My teeth are like polished clean now. Take your enamel off. Yeah, tea from the skins would be good. I just wasted them. I could have like made tea out of them. Now I'm picking at my mouth with my teeth. All right. It's been fun chatting. So much for the sanitization. I've just discovered and I want to grow my own. We've got another Bill here. Well, thanks, Bill. You're one of several Bills here that I hold dear. And you're going to be, you want to keep a low pH, give them some sunlight, keep them humid. Depends on what part of the world you're in, but if you're growing them indoors, it's a little bit of a challenge, the humidity in the winter months and the lighting. But you could do it. I usually tell people to get started on like a red jabuticaba is a pretty easy one. If you could get a grafted one, it may, I don't know, almost just grow a seedling. Because you pay so much for the grafted ones if you could find it. And a seedling will stay nice and small. I don't know. I don't think a grafted one's going to get any bigger really, but maybe they would get taller. I don't know. Maybe they'd be smaller. I don't know. I've got a grafted one out there and it doesn't seem to grow any bigger or faster than the seedlings. Yeah, they seem to grow about the same rate when they're grafted. Maybe a little faster. I don't know. They can always be pruned back anyway. They fruit on the old wood. But there's a lot of them to collect. Don't let nobody sell you on some new variety that's not vetted. Some new pink tiger squirrel shit. You know what I mean? They got the pink tiger squirrels. New variety. Shit, my phone's gonna die. I really appreciate you guys watching. Website's up. eBay's gonna be off until New Year. Shipping resumes after the new year, and orders placed up until the new year get an extra seedling, and I'll try to give you an extra of what you bought within reason. All right. All right, he's sleeping. I should talk a little quieter. He's sleeping. I'm warmed up. I'm about ready to get started. Yeah. All right. Be good, y'all. Land your tricks. Skate straight, but then you can curve around. You want to see that skate video? Yeah, I just want to do kickflip, backside, tail slide. And then maybe I would like to do a line, a 3-piece combo. Boom, boom, boom. But we'll see. Thank you.